Hey guys, what's up? Kishore here. Welcome back to the Vocal About Visuals podcast. And in this episode, I'll be reviewing the Netflix series Mandala Murders from the YRF stable, starring what seems to be like their company artists Vaani Kapoor, Surveen Chawla, Vaibhav Raj Gupta, Shriya Palgonkar, and others. It is created by Gopi Puthran. Before I begin the review, a reminder that the written version of this review can be found on the Vocal About Visual Substack, which will be linked in the description below. Now, what can I say about this series except that I will never get back the time I lost watching it? There's nothing in this series that I would classify as good. Now, you might ask the question, but Kishore, if the show was this bad, why did you end up watching the whole thing? Well, let me tell you a bit about myself. If there is something called murders or mysteries, you can bet good money that I will watch it. Just for the mystery, even if the rest of the content around it is bad. In fact, in this genre, I've actually watched really god awful shows and movies just so I can get to the mystery solving part. And that's exactly why I watched this also. Now, before I go forward with the review, a small request. If you're among the 90% or so of the folks who are watching this video and are yet to be subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing and liking this video, because a channel doesn't just run on passion. It in fact runs on engagement that I get from my dear audience. It doesn't cost you a dime, but for me, well, it means the world to me. I'm on the road to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so please do consider subscribing and liking. Now, a wee bit of promotion to help sustain this channel. I share some affiliate links for products in my WhatsApp channel called Conscious Consumption, which you'll find linked below in the description. If you end up buying something from those links, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. That support really helps keep the channel going. With that out of the way, let's get back to the review. Yeah, so I essentially watched Mandala Murders because I'm a mystery nerd. I'm willing to forgive bad acting, bad staging, and bad direction if the overall mystery that has to be solved is at least half decent. However, this series, even the mystery was horrible. The series was flat. If Indian roads were as flat as this series, we can happily give up the suspension on our vehicles. I was intrigued that this was a female-led mystery with the majority of the primary characters also being women. But man, have they done a great disservice to female-led projects. Surveen Chawla and Shriya Palgonkar are good performers generally, and they do manage to stand above the mediocre writing with a bit of an over-the-top performance. But hey, that's the only break we get from the flatness. Okay, so maybe there is something good or at least average about this series then. Vaani Kapoor tries to emote her way through dramatic situations with little success, and the male characters are just around. In fact, the next thing I want to speak of is how templatized the script is and where it seems like the writing is happening around token things. A token representation of how women have been suppressed for eons by patriarchy, a token political angle, a token setting in Benares, a token contraption that is supposed to bring about the death of the world, a token sequence that indicates that caste discrimination is bad, a token affair, a token friendship angle, a token portrayal of how a man doesn't consider his female colleague to be able and competent. It was almost like there was a checklist of items that needed to be part of this templatized script, and they wrote around, through, and under it. How much of this is down to YRF or Netflix or external forces controlling the writing versus whether the writing itself was this bad to begin with is something that we will never know. But the end product is indication enough that this is a colossal waste of time. Mild spoilers in the next few lines. Also, Bollywood, please stop stealing issue-based plots from the US. There are plenty of stories that can be spoken about in India with great authenticity. This whole cult being victims of patriarchy is, without revealing too much, from the horrors of the Salem witch trials. But there are plenty of patriarchal horrors that are homegrown, right? Maybe you can fictionalize them. Just a thought, and then maybe the end product will feel like something that I can connect with, even if I cannot relate to it being a man. Now, just because we say this, does this mean Bollywood is going to stop getting inspired by Hollywood for staging of its scenes or sterilizing scripts to the points that they are stripped of all local flavor and instead feel like brown people doing a Hollywood film? No, but we'll continue to say it. So, what did you think about the series if you managed to watch it? Let me know in the comments. Once again, my name is Kishore Ganesh. This is the Vocal About Visuals podcast, and thank you, my dear viewers, for lending me your time.